Welcome back once again to another viewer game analysis. This time I'm going to be following Agni, played by Mr. Stefan. He's a mid-lane Agni that goes 3, 6, and 3 in this game, 27 minutes long. He's currently in Diamond 3. How do you think you played? I think I did well overall, but for some reason I didn't manage to extend the early lead I had. I assume this was due to mistakes I made, but I'm not 100% sure where I made those and what led to not extending this lead early. Okay, what aspects of the game did you struggle with? Extending my early lead. Cool. What aspects of the game did you feel comfortable with? I felt comfortable in general, just not sure how I lost my lead. Cool. Let's work out how you lost your lead then. I like when you get sent this and people are like, I did okay early, but I don't know what went wrong. Because showing what went wrong is quite easy, so we can kind of skim through the early game. Isis versus Agni. Well, if you went well early, then if we're going to taunt all game, I'm going to just stop doing this straight away and just let you know. Just let you know. We don't do these ones. Do a good job so far. I guess an Isis in the early game. I mean, if you're not going to take too much poke, this is good. Honestly, against the Isis, I probably would have taken the point in Noxus Fumes early. This is just me personally. Just because Isis is wing gush, you can shut them down by having the Noxus Fumes online. Your 2-1 combo, which is quite difficult to land, but you can do, or the 3-into-1 combo is quite useful. Those would both be pretty good. What's the dash for? What's the dash for? You didn't even hit anything. Why dash? You didn't even hit anything. You didn't even use Spirit Ball. Why dash? Just wasting mana. You're not getting anything out of it. What's the dash for? You didn't even hit a creep. Don't dash. Silly. Bad dash. Much bad. Very not good. Imagine if you dash then, turn around to carry and hitting the creeps because you've not killed them yet, and Humbat swings this way around. Huh? What are you going to do then? Dash? No, because it's on cooldown. Don't dash. Very bad. Much woe. Such naughtiness. Why put the combustion down? Why put combustion down? Why combustion down? Why combustion down? Very bad. Not good. No one needed stunning. Using combustion consumes. Why do that? Very bad. Not good. Stop. These are small mistakes that you should be making, especially at Diamond 3. You should know this. Very bad. Not good. Good poke. Good poke. Good decision to stay in the lane. Dash a little bit aggressive when your Noxus Fumes on cooldown, but it's okay. Mid harpies are up. Are we just all going to sit and look at Gab? Is that the game plan here? It looks like it is. Goodbye, Gab. I don't even know what you were thinking. Bit scared of going aggressive though. I'm not sure about that. But we got the kill. Helps us out early. That's a kill in mid. That's a kill. Good job. Good job. So, like you said, early game's gone pretty well. A couple of things in lane that you could have done differently, but it's not anything too exciting. Lazy backs. Careful of lazy backs. 2 wards, a mana potion, full boots. I'm not going to discuss your build because I'm not sure about Shoes of Focus. I really don't feel Agni needs cooldown reduction. But personal opinions on Agni players. I much prefer the Magi's, but I see more and more Agni's playing around with cooldown boots. I don't think he necessarily needs it. Why is there no aggression there? You've got 3 bombs on your head. You could have killed him. You realise that? That was just a weird situation where I don't know why we didn't go aggressive. Why are we not going aggressive there? Hey? 3 magical bombs on your head, I can see them. 1, 2, 3. He's easily in range. 1, 2, 3. How's he going to escape it? The first one's going to stun, and the next 2 are going to follow up. And then you've also got Sobek there for lurking in the waters if he needs to follow up with that one. That was a potential kill that you dropped. Like I said, you said your early game was fine, but I just think you're like missing opportunities. Missing opportunities. At this stage of the game, stop using your dash for clear. Just start using Path of Flames. Start using Path of Flames, that is your dash. Start using Flame Wave instead. Flame Wave, you've been maxing it, so just use Flame Wave for clear and save your dash for when you need it. We're really scared of using bombs, aren't we? You realise on the cooldown they don't cost any mana, right? We've got a really low cooldown. That's a better Flame Wave. That should be a kill. There we go. The dash was good too. The dash was good there. Don't chase him with your 3. Do not. Little bit crazy. Push tower. Where you going? Where you going? Go mid. Okay, mids. It's fine. Mids are fine there. I was like, push tower when you have the opportunity. Mid lane farm. So first 7 minutes, I don't really see an issue. Took a bit of poke then for free, which you shouldn't have done. 2 ward speeds. Good stuff. Working towards Toth by the looks of it. Why is he dying to creeps? I don't know. He was trying to be a hero. So I've got to fast forward. I keep forgetting I can just speed up. This rotation's really good. I like the rotation out here. I think the dash was good, but I don't know whether you should have done it. I think he still would have been overextended in time. You dash to try and save him, but dashing to save him means that you're not going to have dash to continue the chase if he's got an escape, which he did have, and that's just the end of the engagement based off that one. I can't really suggest anything else that you could have done there. Definitely, I guess. Dash away. Did cost you your beads, though. Good bomb over the wall. Decent damage again. Clear the wave. Stop tanking minions. Stop tanking minions. Oh, gives a bit of a bully there. Pause for a second, press tab, let's check in. ISIS level 10, you are level 12. So, what you're trying to currently do is gank this duo lane. I can see that Baxis is pretty big and he's played Medusa. And I've played with him, so I know what he's like on that Medusa at the moment. Across the way though, in Solo Island, we've got Kali and Loki. So, you could potentially go over and pick up some kills on Loki. I think you should just keep pressuring mid for the time being. If I see you start to over-rotate to this duo, it's probably going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. You need to make sure you get enough farm up here than anything else. That's a good pick. Again, another great pick. That was a really good flip from the Sobek. What happened to you? What happened to you then? What happened to you then? Slow it down again now and see the fight through in proper motion. So beads are on cooldown, you're full burst. I managed to pick him up. Path of Flames is up here, and you use it. Now at this point, when Path of Flames is on cooldown, you've got no beads and you've got nothing else. We need to be careful about positioning, okay? On top of that, you've got a ward here. You placed the ward yourself, so you see him coming in. And you're just not keeping an eye on what's going on. That's the problem. You've channel focused in this little engagement. You've channeled on what's going on here when you've got a ward behind you to see what's going on. You're trying to go aggressive onto this gap because you can see the flip, the pull comes out, and now you're like, yes, this is a kill, but Medusa's here, Humbat's from the backside as well. This is not a good play. You look for the kill and you probably shouldn't have there. I think Sobek made the play, but he also caused you your death. Because Sobek wasn't aware of the rotation coming in either. You should have probably just let Sobek die. It wasn't his fault, that engagement, but your death was unfortunate. It was unfortunate. So that's your first death. Are we back alive yet? Yes, we are now. 3-1-1, still working on Book of Toth. She's rotating, so trying to keep track of her, what's going on there. You realise that look, Kali's out, so you don't stick around. Back Harpies maybe, red buff maybe. There's free farm in places you're missing out on. Bit of free farm you're missing out on. Get your red buff experience. Don't lose that red buff experience. Yeah. Yeah. Back Harpies. Why do we miss back Harpies then? Like, Basset's gone over for them. Go do the back Harpies. It's just free experience. It's just getting you further ahead. There's no reason not to. No reason not to. I keep losing what button you're on, that's why I keep doing that. Good stun. Good dash. Really good dash. I like the position of your dash as well. That should be a kill now because of that. Be careful about going back in here. Be careful about going back in. Autos though. Autos onto that Humbats. You got Loki behind you. Listen. Listen, you've got Loki behind you. You got Loki behind you. Stun was not good. Stun was not good. So Isis gets out there, they all get out clean, and you just lose a person, I believe. Yeah. That's the problem on that one. Could have landed autos onto the Humbats, which could have potentially killed him. You chase after the kill instead of going for supporting your teammates against the Loki, and you could have got picked off by the Loki there. So you use your dash for damage against the Geb, but now it's on cooldown. If Humbats realises this, you could potentially die. You've got to watch out for that. Watch out for using your dash. Level 13 to level 12. Mid Harpies on the left coming up soon. A lot of aggression on the left hand side, just stood on a ward. You're going to walk into around the corner and meet death. Good turnaround of damage though. Really nice play. Really nice play. Pretty standard beads 3. Deal damage. Rip. I think the biggest, after the first 14 minutes of the game, the biggest issue I can see from you is I don't think you're soaking as much experience as you could do. The snowball, in terms of the early game, can be even stronger than this if you would have soaked more experience. You can see you were, before that death, you were 3-1-1. Before the first death, you were 3-0-1. And you could have actually soaked more experience up by doing the back harpies more. You could have rotated to the mid harpies a little bit more, got both mid camps as well. I think you've slacked out on missing some experience for a lot of this game. And that's why when you're checking with Isis now, she's not actually that far behind you. Not as far behind as she should be, based off how the lane's gone so far. I think you could have abused this a little bit more, because you put the pressure onto Isis, but you've just not done enough of farming in terms of like experience you could have shared with the Bastet. We're alive again though. Let's tune in, find out what happens next. As you're pretty big, but you're not big enough now. With your Toth online, this should be pretty effective for this next team fight. Let's see how the game plays out. One thing you should know, by where you stood now as well, after your last death, you should know there's a ward in this area, because Isis was waiting around one corner, at the same time Humbats was waiting around another corner. So coming through this pathway again, you should know that they're going to have vision of you somewhere around here. I know I can see the ward on the map, but you should know this just based off what happened last time. The moment you walked to this area, Isis jumped you, Humbats on the backside. They knew exactly where you were. There's a ward somewhere here. So be careful about rotating through this way for the time being, as that ward is up. Good bombs are important here. We get the goal for you. This is really good from the team. Good work from you and Sobek together. Careful about over-aggressing. I think that was a good disengage, Dan. That was a good disengage. You could have pathed towards their tower, but I think this was a better disengage for you. Don't be scared just to drop gas here, okay? I know you're trying to kill him, but if you just drop gas, it stops him coming through, which means that Bastet probably gets away for free here. Just drop gas and disengage. Gas is one of these abilities that just gives you an opportunity, you know? It makes people think, if I walk on that, I'm going to get stunned. So I'm not going to walk on that. So you create a zone of control by not even being there anymore. Why are we still fighting? Why are we still fighting? I guess it's Kali turned up. Purple's up. We can probably get that one. Mid lane, there's farm going on. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. And this stage of the game, you've stopped farming. Just to be clear, you've actually stopped farming right now. The only thing we actually got in that engagement was the Goal Fury. And we could have got more gold. We could have actually got more experience. That was nice, that was good from Loki. Bad mistake from you though. Notice at this point that Kali's actually, sorry, Isis is really catching you up now in terms of gold. because you've stopped farming as much and you've started rotating looking for kills. Now this play kind of just cost you more. I think this is where you actually throw into, not you throw, but I mean in terms of like you getting yourself online, I think is here. Let me just bring this up properly. If you check here, when you do this play trying to find Loki, the moment you use your gas and you use your stun is the moment Loki can go aggressive and you get picked up. There's nothing else you've got left for this engagement here. I think that was the mistake. Using your gas there has cost you too much. You've just lost a mid-wave of farm here. Plus there's going to be a team fight 4v5 here. You didn't need to use the gas. You tried to make a play, and the play cost you. The play cost you. You get a tier 2 tower out of it. This is why you're falling further behind and you feel like you didn't snowball. It's because some of the decision making that you've done has just not been perfect. What we're waiting for here, I guess we're looking for something to, there's nothing to do, so I guess you can wait there for the time being. Mid farm's coming up again. There's a fight on this left hand side. Now we've got a ward in our, listen, one thing I'd love you to do here, okay, is you've got a ward in your inventory. Putting a ward over somewhere like here is probably the safest thing you can do before you even go for this aggression here. Is just have a ward ready and down just in case there's on a rotation coming in from teammates. Isis Hombat's currently missing. It's a small thing, but those things actually add up. It should be a kill though. Oops, daisy. Should be a kill. And here comes the rotation from their team. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Remember, 2-1 is a combo. Maybe you've not got a good ping for it though, I don't know. 2-1's not easy to land, but if you'd landed it, you probably would have got a kill easier. That is a good turnaround for a fight. Farm mid lane. Get tier 1 tower down here. Tier 1 tower, let's go. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, we're going fire, okay. We go fire, this is fine. Zone control as an Agni is important. That dash got you killed. That dash should have got you killed. That aggressive dash should have got you killed then. Luckily you get away from it. Yeah, 20 minutes in, Stefan. I mean, looking at the golden experience difference between the two of you, you're level 16 with less gold than the Isis. I just don't think you've farmed enough. That's the biggest key. You've rotated to try and support the duo lane once or twice and you picked up some farm there, yeah? But then you started to slack and roam around a little bit when you could have taken more jungle camps. You take more jungle camps, you would have been bigger in this game. Obviously, it's not necessarily your fault this game though, because I can see Baxis is huge in this game and Loki's level 19 too. But you've just underfarmed. You've clearly underfarmed. Like, if you look at Carly, you could potentially be as big as Carly with the kills you got earlier on. And the issue is you were doing so well because you were getting the kills. But when the kills stopped happening is when you started to drop off in terms of getting the golden experience that you were getting that was keeping you in a good lead and a good position in this game. With not getting the kills, it's kind of hurt you, so you need to work on the farm a little bit more. I feel like you could have farmed back harpies a ton more in this game. There was multiple opportunities. Your mid harpy control was not very good either. I didn't feel like you were really there for the mid harpies either, and that hurt you too. In engagements though, be careful about the dashing. Yeah, I say this to all Agnis because everyone dashes too aggressively and then it's on cooldown. And don't be scared to all in earlier on. Like Isis could have died earlier in the engagements. And use gas. Use more gas more effectively. Apart from when you nail that low key. That play wasn't very good. And that one kind of hurt you a little bit more than it helped you for the most part. Good luck in your future games, Stefan. You didn't play it really badly. You can see what I mean though. It's kind of like just missing out on a little bit of farm here and there that you could have taken. And that would have like snowballed you the lead harder. If you would have got the kill on Baxes, maybe this would have turned it around. If you would have killed Medusa, yeah, those ganks would have worked out well for you if you got the kills, but you didn't get the kills. So what you ended up doing there was taking experience away from your duo lane while missing experience in the mid lane for the most part, which didn't help you out. Good luck in your future games though, buddy.